Hello and welcome to Going Around Flat Earth. Today I'm going to be talking about a composer called Franz StockHausen. Now what I've been looking into is lately is music, vibrations, somatics. I believe that everything around us is being moved by vibrations. So the pyramids were built by vibrations, the mud floods happen by vibrations, the organs underneath the somatic windows in cathedrals and churches are letting out vibrations. It's all about the somatics, it's all about vibrations. Vibrations travel faster underwater, it's everywhere anyway. So basically this bloke called Stockhausen is he was born in Germany in 1928, so when all the Mind Kampf and all that was going on. Had a crap upbringing, went to some great German universities after the World War, and he started producing electronic music, but in a different way. He was seen in the music world as controversial, they didn't like him a lot. Now, what he believed in was mystical sound vibration. And he partnered up with lots of people. He partnered up with one woman in particular called Jill Pruce. She believed in chanting and healing through somatic vibration through music. His music is known as mantra, which is where you have two or more pianos and electronics, percussion, drum, bass, all making a projection of either single, double, or triple melodic formula. So basically you'd have a piano in one corner of the room, a piano in another, electronics in one, percussion in another. The music comes from you all directions, giving you different sort of vibes, different things. Healing, mind control, who knows, to move things. Basically this guy was onto something. What he made was something called Licht or Light, and that was a music for each day of the week. It was to do with, like, there's a day, so you'd have 8 hours of music every single day, and you play it every day, each with a different message. Then he went on to make music for every hour of the day, so you listen to music every hour of the day, every day, all with a different meaning. So why have I brought him up? Well, I believe it, like I just said at the start, all the music, mud floods, vibrations. This is what this guy was onto. This is what he was trying to tell the world, was that you can do stuff with vibrations. This is what this guy knew. Now, what they'd done was they caught him out. They asked him about September the 11th, and he said it was the biggest stage of art ever set up. So yeah, the biggest ever stage for September 11th, and then a few years later he was killed off. So basically all I'm saying with this guy is he was onto something. I'm hopefully going to just load up a couple of his music videos for you to listen to. You can look them up yourself. Stockhausen. That's StockHausen. And that's Klein Stockhausen. Look up, his music's weird, and he's worth reading up anyway, if you're into all this sort of stuff like I am. Then I'm just going to be showing you a few instruments around the world that I've been looking up, like these big organs and musical instruments, Tesla coil instruments, hydro instruments, because I believe that these are the things that are doing the resets, these are the things that are making us happen. So I'll show you the pictures, and I'll talk you through them. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a good day. Right, here we are. This is Stockhausen's headstone. On top it says Licht, which means light. What he was into is the mantra of music, and he was into moving light with music. He could move light with music, like with vibrations. His music is very strange. I believe there's something more to it. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. This video is all about just opening you guys up to this bloke called Stockhausen and trying to help me discover where where the music was for making these mud floods and all these things happen. What was the music type? Where's it coming from? On the next clip, I'm going to play you a couple of minutes of one of his tunes, and you'll see what I mean about how far out this guy is. Right, so I'm going to play one of Karl-Heinz Stockhausen's compositions. This one's called Octophony. Here we go, just have a little listen. Right, now that's enough of that because that's just silly. But yeah, you can see what I mean. Very, very trippy music coming at you from all different angles. But this was his type of music. So yeah, that first section of the video was about Stockhausen, how I believe he's onto vibrations and such. Now I want to go to onto I've been looking for instruments around the world that could be used for that as instruments tech. Aqua tech, vibrational tech, just all basically that's what I've been looking at. So it's just going to be an array of photos, an array of musical instruments from around the plane that I've found that are quite interesting. So we'll look through them together, see what you think. Alright, so here's the first image. This is called a hydrophone. It's an organ which is powered by water. It starts basically the music starts when one or more of the water jets is covered over. The water travels then up through a calibrated pipe, making music. So this one happens to be called the Fontaine, and it's in Ontario. It's well, look at this is just a small one. Imagine how big, if they was to do this on a larger scale and use like the sea, and then use great big massive, calibrated pipes to make this somatic vibrational music. So yeah, that's the hydrophone. That's number one. Right. Next up, we have an instrument called the sousaphone, which is music made through Tesla coils. Our good old mate Tesla. So the sousaphone is obviously named after the Greek god Zeus. There's a company that make these, and guess what they're called? They're called Arc Attack. Funny that. Basically, they send 12 foot long arcs up in the air, making music with them. They have to wear the old Faraday suits so they don't get electric shocked up. But yeah, so they're making music through these Tesla coils, so sending out vibrations again. Need I say more? That's picture number 2. Right, next up, this one is my favourite. This is called the Great Stalic Pipe Organ. It's the world's largest musical instrument. It's in a deep underground cavern in Virginia, and the rubber tip mallets tap the cave's natural stalactites to produce musical tones, basically. The stalactites cover over 3.5 acres, right? So this thing covers 3.5 acres. So this is just one in one cavern. Imagine if they've got them all over the plane and what they could do with them, what they could send out with the right type of music. That's what I'm trying to get down to. What was the type of music? Was it StockHausen's music? Was it a music like this that they play on the organ? That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of, and then I'm trying to get to the bottom of where they're playing these. So here's one here. Alright, next up is a wave organ, which is in San Francisco. It basically works on the basis of when a wave hits a certain part of it, it makes the organs make a sound. So high, low tides, it works better in high tides apparently. But yeah, so again, what have we got all around us? Sea. What have we got happening? Waves. Where could they be making these organs? All over the bloody place. Another instrument used for God knows what. Next up, this is the largest pipe organ ever built, which is in Atlantic City. Look at the size of the bloke compared to it. It's just unreal, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed my video on Stockhausen and large instruments with somatic vibrations around the plane. Just still getting my head around Madonna's Eurovision Song Contest song, really. How mad was that? Not everyone is coming to the future. Coming to the future. Right, okay. And yeah, and not everyone here is going to last. Yeah, just that video was bizarre. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video I've done today. Peace and love, respect, Westside.